In Manchester, there are three types of weather. It's either raining, been raining, or about to rain. Right, so let's talk about my way driving from Doncaster to Manchester. It took me 1 hour and a half, a long journey to be fair, and it was the first time when I've been driving that long without a break. It was pretty annoying, but because I'm a great driver, it was no problem for me. On my way to Manchester, I've been meeting a lot of queues, a lot of parts of the motor which I had to drive like 10 miles per hour or 20 miles per hour. There's been parts where all of a sudden just was raining. Stop! Before going to Manchester, I need first to make a plan. If I'm trying to search on Google what fun activities I can find about Manchester or things about Manchester, it's not gonna give me so much. Like if you come here and see on my laptop, right? So all type. Sure. Mm.
Interesting, fun activities to do in Manchester.
It's not giving me so many things which I can look up for. Let's find something interesting. Pubs in Manchester City. The Old Wellington. What do you call a fancy restaurant in Manchester? A Manchester coffee. Because everything is a bit posh with a side of chips. Mulligans. Why did the tourists get lost in Manchester? Because every street it looked like it had been named after a pub. Waldorf, Manchester. Why did the ghosts refuse to haunt Manchester? Because they couldn't handle all the spirits already in the pubs. The Britons' protection.
Do you know if someone is having a bad day in Manchester? They are complaining about the weather in a pub.
The Old Monkey.
Why did a coffee file a police report in Manchester? He got mugged.
After I done my research, I felt that it wasn't enough for me. To have a greater experience, I need to do new activities, to find more places where I can be and have fun as well. So I had to give me some time with myself and think, what exactly can I do in Manchester? I can go to the Total Ninja, there are a lot of things I can do there. Not really. I think there's gonna be a lot of kids, and me being the only adult there is gonna not appropriate, so it's not gonna be that fun. I could go to that place called Yes. They've got good music and the people there are alright. Ah, going alone to a club, it's kind of sad. I could go to 20th centuries. The drinks are good and the view at that height is amazing.
Sorry ass DJ.
No, actually, maybe I'm gonna get drunk and I'm gonna think to jump off the cliff. I could go to my protein.
Oh yeah, that's the one. I think that's my favorite place in Manchester.
Nah, actually, it's too basic. Everyone does that. I searched on TikTok what interesting places I could find in Manchester, and I found this guy's TikTok. He's talking about a hidden pub. And look at this.
There are some cool and unusual things that you can do in Manchester. So if you go to this shop that looks like a laundrette and ring this phone here, you'll actually go into a secret underground bar.
I really want to go to this place. I want to use that phone and see if they're gonna open the door after I'm gonna call them. Also, I want to have that experience to see what's going on in that pub.
Oh. Yeah, guys. I'm finally here in the wash house. Here is the phone booth where I need to call, and here is the door which is gonna open. I can see myself down there on the screen. Hello, ce faceți? Could you open the door for me, please? No, do I need to make one? Just one person. Yeah, it's gonna be just me. So I need to pull that metal thingy. Alright, thank you, mate. Cheers. Bye bye. Let's go. Let's go. Yo.
Yes. After I went up the stairs, I see the bartender which was waiting for me, and he gave me a menu. It was pretty interesting because some details of every drink was hidden, and he told me there was a game. It was about finding a secret menu. It took me a while to find it. It was the last page of the menu, which was a chicada with a QR code on the back. I unlocked the secret menu. I got me something pretty simple. It had a big ice cube, which was sculpted in the washroom logo. I went to the Museum of Illusion, and right when I walked in, I could see a lot of art illusions like paints or sculptures. There were different rooms. In one of them, I could be a 7-foot guy, and if I walk a little bit further, I could be a 4'11" short guy. Some rooms had mirrors. A lot of mirrors, to be fair.
Yeah, go. Cheers, Tergata. Are you ready to plant the rivers? Concur? Yeah, I think I'm done.
A little room which I had to be careful how I step in to not fall on the floor. I was in a shed room. I was playing with my hands trying to make different animals, but the only things I could make was dogs or birds. The RGB room was awesome. Every time on the light was changing, the painting on the wall was changing as well, and the theme was different every time. There was a wall with a kettlebell, a plate, and a dumbbell in the air. Well, that's what I'm calling art. The Vortex Tunnel. It was a treat for me, to be fair.
Man, that's making my head spinning. Fucking hell, Jesus. Shit. Woo-hoo.
From outside, it looked like I was drunk while I've been working, but for me, it really messed my mind. It made me think that the room is tilting, like it's moving sideways, and I was trying very hard to keep my balance, and I had to hold on them bars. It made me feel like I was on a roller coaster. My body was swinging from left to right. Also, they had 3 rooms which I could take a picture. One of them was an upside down boss, the other was a funky chair, and the third one was me being the dinner served. The most exciting part which I liked to record me was when I've been on the building illusion. On the floor was a lookalike building, but because it was a mirror on the ceiling, I could pretend to crawl on the wall like Spider-Man or climb on the pole and show how my arms are very strong. And then I going to the Blues Kitchen. The headliner was Savannah Turner. But before her, there been a few people which sang to open the show.
They show me fake love, I need to go tenfold. Time to let it sink in. Make my own life wait for you. Never the ocean devotion. Your eyes are on my mind. I hope you're